Welcome everybody to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Preview, along with the new head coach of the Crusaders, Matt Loddick. This is Todd Eichow, and Coach, first off, obviously, big congratulations, exciting times. I know it's been a month, and it's been a very busy month, and I know you're excited, and this is exciting times for you.
No, absolutely. You said a month, it feels like a year, but had a lot of work to do. I got my staff here though, so things are slowing down for me a little bit, and just excited to get to work.
Let's kind of go backward first, and then we'll move forward. And we haven't had a chance to sit down and talk about the NIT and what a great experience it was for you, the team, the players, and the fan base. And when you look back, what are some memories about the NIT?
Well, first and foremost, just the way we closed out here. The crowds that we had were amazing. The Florida State game, the St. Mary's game. But then I think the most valuable thing for our team moving forward is just winning in the postseason. Sometimes you just have to get it over with and get it done with, and then you can kind of move forward. So I'm really excited to see how this group responds as we tackle next season and then into the postseason. All
right, so then take us into that 10-day period after the NIT ended. It was first Bryce leaves, and then the conversations take place, and within a day or two, you're the head coach. Did you think this could happen?
Honestly, I know that Mark had always said that he wanted to hire from within the staff. The interesting thing was being at the Final Four and not really knowing much and following Twitter about every 5 minutes just to kind of see what direction things were going to progress. But when I got presented with an opportunity to be here, I couldn't be more excited. Really love the community, love the school.
All right, let's talk about them putting the staff together. What were some of the things you tried to do, and then let's tell us about the guys who are now coaches at Valpo University.
Well, first and foremost, I really wanted to keep Coach Gore. He has kind of embodied Valpo's success the last 14, 15 years, and so when he agreed to stay, that breathed a sigh of relief. There's no doubt about it. Then I wanted to get guys of high character. This place definitely is a family atmosphere. I don't want any knuckleheads running around it. So went through the interview process and brought on David Ragland, who's had a lot of success recruiting in the Midwest. He was at Indiana State when they won the Valley and had a lot of successful teams. Went to Bowling Green, they were successful. And then he was at Northern Kentucky this past season. Not a lot of success, but they brought in 5 new players, and he was a big part of that. So I wanted to get him on my staff quickly. And then Coach Manuel, Jackie Manuel, who had great success as a player. Obviously, he won a national championship in 2005 as captain of that team. And then I played against him overseas. And so knew him from college because we played against North Carolina. They beat us pretty bad. And then played against him overseas. And then had seen him out recruiting. And so I knew what kind of guy he was. And then that Carolina tree, it runs deep. You would not believe some of the names they called me.
And he's already been here for actually a couple weeks, and the players, working with the players, and seems to be a real good fit right now.
No, absolutely. And the best thing has been my players just coming up to me individually and congratulating me and really happy with the staff that's been put together. That was paramount for me.
And the most recent hire, Chad?
Yeah, and then Chad Warner. Really think I got a steal. Chad Warner is the only coach on staff who's been a head coach before. And in, I think it was 2011-12, he was the NABC Coach of the Year. And had great success at Shorter University. I think he won 156 games in 8 years and had a stretch of 5 years he won 125. So really excited to have him. And he's actually worked a little bit with some of our graduating seniors, and you can see just his passion for coaching.
All right, now let's take a look at the team for next year. There's still some question marks going into next season, right?
Yeah, well, we still have some scholarships to fill. And we still have
question marks.
Question marks, yeah. Can't come with it, but we're embracing Alec and his dream of playing in the NBA. He's actually leaving for Utah on Friday, and he's got a first-class seat, which is really cool. So we wish him the best of luck. He's got workouts with our teams, and we hope that he does really well. And if he doesn't, we'll welcome him back with open arms.
All right, let's explain what's going on. He'll be working out for individual NBA teams over the next week, right?
Correct.
In hopes that he impresses them enough that he could end up being drafted. And there's the chance that if he doesn't, he comes back to school.
Well, and then he's also trying to play his way into the Chicago Invitation Camp. And every team gets votes about who they want to see. And so if Al can impress enough, which I think he will. His body looks great. He's been shooting the ball great. then he'll be invited to the Chicago team camp. And if he plays well there, then he could really have a high chance of getting drafted.
All right, now let's talk about you've got scholarships to fill. What
Mhm.
you're trying to do.
Well, obviously, we want to get guys that are talented, but we also want to get guys that are going to kind of buy into our system. So we're looking at all avenues, transfers. We're looking at freshmen. So it's really wide open right now, but we've got a lot of good names on the list.
All right, I'll let you comment a little bit about how things may be different. I know you have such great respect for Bryce Drew and how he ran things, and both offensively and defensively, and just overall phase of the program. How will things be at least somewhat different?
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of similarities. There's no doubt that Bryce had a lot of success here. So, and he was my main mentor in this business. So a lot of the same actions, a lot of the same philosophies. I just think it's going to be a different voice. And right now, my main goal is I want these guys to know I care, and I think they already do know that. But if they know I care, they're not going to care when I push them, and I'm going to push them to be great.
Right. Well, I think I speak for just about everybody. We're excited
Yep.
for the Matt Loddick era, and we wish you the best of luck, and it's going to be a lot of fun over the next year.
Thank you, Tom.
For the new head coach, Matt Loddick, this is Todd Eichow. Thanks for joining us on Valpo Basketball Preview.